Welcome or welcome back to the 8th concession. My name is Natalie. Well, it's a very exciting time right now on the 8th concession because while we've been doing a lot of things outside, working on the gardens, working on other projects, we are finally going to get started on some of the projects inside the house to turn this 1970s, somewhat dated house into something a little more to our taste and style. And one of the first rooms we're going to be tackling is this one. And as you can tell, it is our bathroom. Now this house came with only 1.5 baths, and the other half a bath is downstairs, and that is now part of our daughter's section. And those of you who watched my very first introductory video know why that is. So the only bathroom we have to use in the upper part of the house is this one bathroom. Eventually, we want to put an ensuite attached to our master bedroom, take the smallest bedroom and the largest bedroom and make it into a suite, but that's a little ways down the road. So for now, we want to update and fix this bathroom up because this is the one that we use, all our guests use, and we want it to look nice. Now, this house was built in 1972, I think, or 1973, and I think this is pretty much the original fixtures from then. I'm sure when it was built, it was quite stylish and the owners loved it, but it does need some updating and some refreshing. There are some issues we want to tackle. Some things have changed in terms of code. So let me show you around the bathroom. Today is the before pictures of the bathroom. So in this bathroom, we will be replacing the vanity and sink. We will be replacing the tub and putting up tile. We will be taking down all the wall tile and the floor tile and replacing that. The walls actually will just be painted. The floor will have new ceramic tile. Around the tub we'll have ceramic tile, and some of the things we have to change is we are putting in a vent. There is no vent in this bathroom, so that's not up to code anymore. So we have that is going in to help with the humidity. We will be replacing the trim around the window. So I think that's it. We have new lighting, we have a new mirror, new vanity, and a new closet door. So it's a big job. We will also be replacing all the ceiling drywall. It's had some mold problems, I think because there is no fan in here. So all that will be done. Now, the reason we've had to wait is, as a lot of you know, supply has been kind of spotty since the pandemic. Prices have gone through the roof. So we decided before we started this project, we were going to collect all the things we wanted. We were going to wait for a good deal or what we really wanted was in stock. So we have everything now. We have the new vanity, we have the new tub, we have all the tile, we have all the drywall, we have the new fan. I think the only thing we don't have is we haven't bought the window trim yet, but there's no short supply of that. So everything is sitting in our garage, which is not making Craig very happy, but it's all in the garage, ready to go. We're hoping that this will be a fairly straightforward renovation. We want to try and do it over a weekend because, as I said, this is our only bathroom. We will have to be sharing our daughter's bathroom downstairs while this is done, so we don't want this to drag on for too long. It's also inconvenient to have to go all the way downstairs when you have to go to the bathroom in the middle of the night. So we're hoping that it goes quickly. We have everything here. We're ready to get started, ready for demo, which Craig is really looking forward to and I am dreading. But I am really looking forward to seeing the transformation to our new bathroom. So we're not going to be changing the footprint of the bathroom. We're quite happy with its size and the way it's laid out. You can see it's a decent size. It has a nice window at the back. But this tile, the purple and white tile, let's just say it's not to my taste. We have here a vanity. Again, it's just quite a bit dated. What I think is the original countertop, although I suspect the sink was replaced at some point. But it has kind of faded. I have a feeling it was a purple to kind of match the tile. And the vanity needs some work. The toilet we will be keeping. That must also have been replaced. That's a Kohler. It's a very nice toilet. So that's the only fixture we will be keeping. And the tub, we can see, was also replaced at some point, and this one was put in. One can only assume that the previous owners were having some issues as they got older. There's a lot of grab bars in there as well. So, you know, they needed something to help them. So that will be going as well. The window trim is definitely from the 70s. That will also be going. The window has been replaced at some point. It's going to stay. Now you might notice some things already a bit has been tackled in here. This right here is where the register for the furnace used to come up, and I don't know why it was right beside the bathtub. Seems like an odd place. So when we were doing some work downstairs, we actually moved it to here under the window. So these are just loose in there, and this was cut. So that's why that looks funny, because we've already moved that over. The other thing that had to be done, I believe that was an outlet when we were having the house rewired, because this house had all aluminum wiring, and we have upgraded that to copper. So this, we can't get rid of it immediately because it's somehow attached to the kitchen, which is behind it. You can see over here that some tile has already been taken down, and that's because, again, when we were rewiring this part of the house, we had them put a new outlet in here, a water safe, or you know, for bathrooms and kitchens, a special outlet. So those few tiles had to already come down. And over here is just a storage closet, and that will be getting new doors. Now, you can tell these are very 70s doors. We're not going to be replacing this door right now. It will eventually be replaced, but probably when we do the other doors in the hallway. We're not going to worry about that one right now.
These are not ours.
So here we are at the end of demo day 1. Now we've deliberately left a couple of things in here so we can still use them tonight. Obviously the toilet, and we've left the shower so that we can have one more day of shower before we have to move down and use our daughter's. You can see all the trim is off the window. The mirror is gone. The vanity is gone. Trim around the bath is gone. And the closet trim and door is also gone. They're just using it to store tools right now. And the old trim around the entrance door is gone. It's amazing what you see when you start taking things out, like what was behind the mirror on the wall. It's not the prettiest, but very excited. Tomorrow, We're going to start taking down the tile on the walls, and the showers coming out, and the toilets coming out, in preparation for new walls, new floors, new ceiling, new trim, new doors, new vanity. It's going to be good. You can see that all the wallboard and tile is off here. This is where the towel rail was. All the tiles off the floor. All the trim in the door is off the linen closet here. I don't want to shine the light right in the camera. You can see vanity, plumbing, and over here is where the tub was. The surround is gone. Taken right back to the stud walls and the floor. We had a bit of a surprise here. That was not good. So Craig is going to have to replace the flooring here because obviously at some point in time there was a leak. It's not wet now. We don't think there's a plumbing leak now, but I mean, that all has to be replaced. We were happy though that we didn't see any leaks under the window here because the tiles were kind of bowed and sticking out, so we were worried. It does look like there was a bit of a leak at one time, but it's not active, and we've had a lot of rain, so if it was going to leak, it would be leaking now. But we are going to recaulk on the outside just to make sure that that's watertight. So the boys are going to be in replacing the floor and starting to put the insulation in. Oh yeah, the other surprise that wasn't so great. So this is where the one roof comes right down, and you can see that as well as this sort of yucky yellow insulation. At some point they added pink insulation, which is fine, but they ended there. This whole section had no insulation. So that all has to be insulated, which is also on today's agenda. And then hopefully, if all goes well, they can start putting up the drywall. And then even maybe get a start on tiling the floor. I don't know. I don't know how far they're going to get today. But my husband and my son-in-law are working hard. It looks so different, but it's going to be lovely when it's done. So day 2. Here we are, end of day 2. So Craig and my son-in-law Pat have put down new floor where the other one was all moldy and, well, it wasn't moldy, it was rotten from a leak. So that looks great. They have ceiling drywall in. They have the vent installed. This bathroom didn't have a fan or a vent at all. I guess it wasn't code back in those days, but it is now, and I'm happy about that. And you can see they've got the rest of the ceiling drywalled. And before they did that, of course, they put in the new pink insulation. So now they are ready to put on another layer, has to go down before we can tile. So Craig is going to work on that today. And then once he has that new floor down, he's going to put in the new tub. Then the rest of the wall drywall is on tap for today. And then we can tile the floor and hopefully get our toilet back, because it is a pain having to go all the way downstairs, especially late at night. So it's looking great.